Welcome to the Brecon Beacons. We're in the Eastern Beacons at the moment, right in the centre of the Black Mountains. So this is Crugmire over here, to your right, my left. And it's right in the centre of the Black Mountains. Over that hill there, you've got Crickhowell. Behind you, you've got the Sugarloaf and Abisko down the back end of there. If you head on past Crugmire, if you carry on going, you'll get to Wanvach and then over to Tumpa and Hay Bluff. And it's just a stunning part of Wales where I haven't seen a single person all day. Well, I say all day, in the whole hour and a bit it's taken me to get up to here. But it's what I love about the Black Mountains. You just don't really see many people. It's a Saturday, late afternoon, early evening at the moment. And there's just sheep chilling. It's absolutely stunning. I think it's not too windy today, so I'm hoping it's going to be a pretty good camp. I haven't really got a spot set where I want to be. I'm thinking everything I can see here at the moment is all thick gorse bushes, and as with everywhere in the Brecon Beacons, if you had a bivvy you could go pretty much anywhere. There's so many perfect bivvy spots. It's really exposed and there's not really that much flat land, but there's shelves that are just perfect for bivvying everywhere. So I'm going to have to get a few more of those in coming up over this summer. But I'm up today with my two-man tent, the luxury in the palace. But yeah, the plan is to just walk across the top of the mountain and find somewhere that I can actually accommodate my tent. Let me just show you around what the views are like. Because you get 360, one of the nice things about this area is you've got 360 views. You've got the central, straight over there, up past those hills, that's where you've got the central beacons and the main places, main sort of spots like Pennyfan, Fanny Big, and there's Sugarloaf. The thing that I love most about Sugarloaf is when I drive up towards this area, because I've got about an hour and a half drive. As you're coming towards Abisko, you've just got a straight road that opens up, and you just got Sugarloaf straight in front of you, and that's when you know you're hitting the Black Mountains. I grew up about 7 or 8 miles as the crow flies that direction. So whenever I come up here to camp, I usually come to the Black Mountains rather than the more dramatic hills. I get the more feeling of being at home here. Although, having said that, this is the first time I have ever been to this central ridge. Been up Sugarloaf a bunch of times, and over that direction you've got Offa's Dyke Path, which stretches all the way along and then drops down to Hay Bluff. Carries on all the way up to North Wales. Yeah, somewhere around here is going to be home tonight. Let's see how it goes. Them views, but absolutely cracking there. Nice. We're right on the top of Crugmauer now. The problem we've got is it's just gorse everywhere, except this little patch right next to the trig point, where you could probably get a good pitch on there. It's kind of a no-no to pitch a tent next to a trig point, but because it's so infrequently visited by people, I am tempted to go here because there's literally nowhere else to camp unless I go on the path. It's pretty exposed here, but the tent will be fine. It's not that, the winds don't feel that strong. Maybe 20 miles an hour, tops 15 miles an hour. It's pretty nice, and it's going to be a really nice view for the sunrise as well. Probably won't get a sunset because we're down below that ridge line. Might get some nice colours in the sky later though, because there's a few clouds, but there's still some decent open sky. I think I'm going to go here. This looks good. So the wind's picked up quite a lot since I started pitching the tent. It doesn't seem too bad. It's going through phases. It was forecast for 10 to 15 miles an hour. So hopefully it'll die down a little bit, but it seems to be funneling up the valley straight through here. It's not too bad though. What a gorgeous looking tent. Oof. I brought the footprint with me, but the grass is so soft and dry. There's no point really. Oh. Time is 8:41. I think I'm gonna get some food on the go. So, get my quilt out first. Give it time to loft. It's only good. I think it's only meant to drop down to about 10 degrees or something tonight. So, got the mountain equipment helium quilt, just really nice, and mountain equipment Hoverstat 7 sleeping bag. Great sleeping pad. And my little Sea to Summit pillow. Lovely. And for food tonight, I have got baby No, I got a vacuum sealer thing today. I saw someone else on YouTube doing it, and I thought that's such a great way to make your food come camping. Don't want to eat horrible freeze-dried meals if you don't have to. Especially not if you're just coming up for one day, one night. Carry the extra weight. So I've got that, and I've got some boiling the bag of rice. This is actually rendang. Traditionally it's done with beef, and then you reduce it down until it kind of it's got like a thick paste around the meat, and then leave it overnight. But rules are made to be broken, and it's usually made with beef because it's a Malaysian or Indonesian dish, and they're predominantly Muslim there, so they don't eat pork. But I've done it with pork belly and chucked a few veggies and potato in there. I didn't reduce it down because I wanted it to be a bit more like a curry. Yeah, so that's gonna have that for dinner. And I was buying the paste in the Chinese supermarket earlier, and thought, I was looking at the beer, and then they had some sake there. So I thought, I haven't had sake in about 10 years. So we've got some Uzeki sake dry. So we're going for the Asian persuasion this evening. Be very nice. Right, let me sort myself out, and then I will get back to you. Stove I've had for the last 2 years is absolute banger, to be fair. It is like a jet boil knockoff from Planet X. Got it for like 20 quid. It's really good. And they're always in the sale, so always you can usually get a really good deal on them. carried all my water up today. I brought a filter with me, but you don't get any tarns up here. So the water sources are right down the bottom of the mountain, so you just got to bring up with you. It's not too bad though. It took me like 2 hours to get here from the car. Bought 2.5 litres of water as well, so that should be enough to do me for cooking and drinking. I am absolutely loving the vacuum pack. I don't know why I never thought of it. So I don't want to bring Tupperware up the mountain, and that's just perfect. And you just pop it in there and boil it to heat it up. You could put rice in there, cook rice off with it beforehand and put it in there, and then once it's heated up you can just eat it out of the bag. I've bought luxury titanium pot so I can eat it out of there. Oh, Tasaki yet or not Tasaki yet? That is the question. I'll have a little cereal bar to tie me over. It's probably going to be about 20 minutes to cook the rice and heat up the curry. Bon appetit. Let's have a little look. Absolutely no sunset. Still pretty stunning though. Camera actually makes it look a little bit yellow and orange, but I'm not getting that in real life. IRL, as the kids say. Not a bad little spot. Beautiful. Give that 10 or 15 minutes. I think it's time to treat myself to some sake. Got my Fjallraven cup in the Fjallraven tent. I used to work, I got a tent, I used to work for an outdoors company, and the Fjallraven rep came into the store, and he said when he went on business to the headquarters in Sweden, the security at the immigration were messing with him, and they wouldn't let him through immigration until he could pronounce Fjallraven properly. I think he said in the end he couldn't, and they just let him through anyway. Bants, isn't it? Swedish bants. Oh, that is nice. I forgot how bloody nice sake is. It's got the same strength as wine. It kind of tastes a bit like white wine, actually. Not that I'm a sommelier. Oh, that is gorgeous. What a view, eh? Curry, sake, mountain views. Tent shaking its little head off. Love it. Right, I'll come back to you when my curry's ready. Bye. Food is boiled. Pretty hot. Not quite sure how I'm going to do this now. I can sit over there. It feels like it's about to get messy. There's some little slits in the side of the bag up here, so that's where I'm going to tear it. How do I get it in? I think the cup's mostly full of rice as well, so it's not like I can just chuck all of the rendang straight in. Oh, right. As long as it stays out of the living main, as long as it stays out of the master bedroom, that's the main thing. Get in there, you dirty girl. I think I'm going to just attack it from the top. Try and get some rice out from the bottom as I go. And then top it up when I get down. Cheers! Slow cooked pork rendang on a mountain. In a windy tent. Oh, it's nice. Cheers. Lovely. Oh. That rendang paste is so good. When I first came back from Indonesia, years and years ago, I was making my own rendang. It was okay, but my mates from back there were like, why are you making your own paste? Nobody in Indonesia actually makes their own paste. Well, obviously some people do, but most people just buy the paste in. And I shopped around and I found this. I'll see if I can get image of the brand. I forget the brand name. Found it years ago. It's legit. It's so good. And I've been sticking with this one for years now. It's the one. It is the one. Yes. So this is only the second camping video I've made. The first one I made, I didn't really want to be on camera speaking and stuff, so I did subtitles. I don't want to be a YouTuber or anything, but I just started making videos to get me out, like something to do when I'm camping. I was putting subtitles on the last one, and the main feedback I got from my friends and my family, I think I've got one subscriber that's not my friends and family at the moment. So hello if you're watching this. And they told me that they wanted to hear me talking. So I went out and bought a microphone. Within 20 minutes of using it, or 10 minutes of using it earlier, it had like a bloody magnet on the inside, so it sticks. So you can just have it pinned to your t-shirt with the magnet on the inside. Numpty here, after I finished recording, just pulled it off, and the magnet fell out somewhere on the mountain, never to be seen again. So I've owned it a grand total of about half a day, and I've already lost a piece of it. It is a bit weird being on camera, let alone talking. I'm hoping I'll get used to it, but... And if you're not one of my friends and family, hello. I'm going to be making a lot more videos. I'm going to do some bivvying. I've got a new bit. I'm eyeing up a new bivvy actually. I think I'm going to pull the trigger this week because I'm a gear whore. N+1. So if you like hiking, camping, and B-roll of sheep chilling and bearing, smash that like and subscribe button. That's what they say. I think now I'm just gonna finish my food, finish my sake, and start settling in for the night. It's 9:36. It's windy, but the weather is pretty decent. No sunset, unfortunately. But I come up here to be away from people. Sit on them. It's a weird hobby, isn't it? Climbing up mountains, or walking up mountains, and going to sleep on them, and then packing up and then going home in the morning. But I enjoy it. It's good for my brain. It's a nice relief from the stress of the daily struggles, and I bloody love my tent. Morning. Oh, it's about 5 o'clock. It's about 5 a.m. The wind's been pretty relentless all night, but I slept quite well. Nothing eye mask and earplugs can't. Sort out. Oh. Oh. Should we just see what the weather's like out there? bloody windy. That's for sure. Wasn't really. Pop my head up. I've been lay here for 20 minutes or so. There wasn't really much of a sunrise, unfortunately, but it's still pretty nice, albeit a bit gusty. So I think I am going to get myself a brew on. Have a cuppa. Get going early. I don't think it's forecast to be bad, but currently it's not raining, although there's some ominous clouds lying. Hopefully they just blow over. Right, let's get this tea on. Oh, it's the first time in ages I haven't brought coffee with me. Tea smells good though. It's a fancy tea. I think it's a mango and passion fruit green tea. Hopefully it's got enough caffeine in it to kick me in the arse. Just couldn't be asked to bring my AeroPress. Didn't have any coffee bags. I'm starting to regret it. looking so elegant on the edge of that hill and then drop a massive dump. There's a local totty hanging out in the town square and that. Right, Doris, how's it going? Hi, tidy. See you later. Ta-ra. Parked my bike up down here, tied it to a tree, so hopefully nobody has nicked it. No, it's still there. Nobody has nicked it at all. Car's just up there, so I'm going to leave you. If you've watched this video, cheers, because I don't think anyone does watch them. Right, have fun. Ta-ra. Let me know if you've watched this far, actually. I'll be surprised to know if anyone actually has and just not clicked through it. Ta-da! Bye!